Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome and come on over to the affordable makeup side, ballin' on a budget. If you love videos with drugstore, affordable products, reviews, demos, tutorials, you've come to the right place. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with some of the latest products, and then as well as whenever there aren't any new products I'm waiting on, I'll try to go around and see what products have I missed that I have not been able to review. And today I wanted to review the Makeup Revolution, their Fast Base Stick Foundation. So this stick foundation came out a while ago, not too long ago, but I was waiting for it to be physically in Ulta stores for me to swatch and try to pick the right color so I don't have to pick multiple shades and or guess online, as well as, you know, one of those where it's like, I just want this one product, I really want anything else, I don't want to spend $50, I just want this one product. So I just want to pick it up in stores and not to pay shipping for everything else. Also, another reason I've been delayed is because there's just been so many other makeup products as well. But finally, I saw this. I was like, I'm gonna get it because this is only $9. I have tried a bunch of different Makeup Revolution products. Definitely some hits, definitely some misses. If you guys have been interested in some other Makeup Revolution products, I'll link down below in the description box some other reviews and demos that I've done. But I really wanted to try out this foundation, especially because they will be coming out with a new foundation. If you love the conceal and define concealers from Makeup Revolution, which I already did a review and demo on, I'll link that down below. They're coming out with a liquid foundation version of that as well. And that actually just launched today, which is Wednesday, September 5th. I'm waiting till payday so I can pick it up, order it online. That I might... I don't know, I'm debating, should I get it because the Makeup Revolution USA online, or should I wait till Ulta to get some points? I'm conflicted, but either way, we'll see on Friday. I definitely want to get it and review it for you guys. But in the meantime, I was like, I need to review this bad boy. So they have 18 different shades, at least on Ulta online, they have 18 different shades of the Fast Base Foundation. I was swatching and I picked up the shade F10, which does work out for me for right now in the summertime because I am tanner than usual. I'm usually very pasty. I don't know if you can you can see this is like my normal kind of shade. This might even be a little bit of a tan, but there's a difference there. So definitely my normal shade would probably be, when I was guessing, I was anywhere from maybe, I was like, I don't know, F6 to F8 or something. I wasn't sure. So honestly, my regular shade would be somewhere around there. And I would have done F9, but when I swatched that in stores, it just looked really, really pink, a lot lighter than F10. So I was like, you know what? I'd rather go a little bit darker. I'm tanner. Let's try it. This one works out pretty well. It's maybe a little bit darker, but I'll go in with a more lightening concealer, and that kind of fixes everything and kind of, you know, makes it go together. For those of you who are new to my channel, I have a dry skin, very, very dry skin. I'm a little bit sad that the summertime is ending because this is my favorite time for my dry skin before the weather really starts to, you know, mess with me. I have to really intensify my hydrating skincare routine, especially here in Chicago. We have I don't know how many months of winter and just a little bit of the summertime, so I'm enjoying that. But I wanted to try out this stick foundation, especially because I have been finding a lot of stick foundations that I do like. So I wanted to find a $9 stick foundation that I really like. First of all, shade selection is pretty good, 18. They could do a better, maybe 20 plus, 25 plus shades would be nice. But I was able to find a shade for myself. And let me just, I've used a little bit of this product, but let me just show you how much, that's not too bad. That's not too bad for, I guess, a foundation, especially because I would definitely describe this as a good medium coverage foundation. If you like coverage, you are going to like this foundation. So far, I like the foundation because it was medium coverage. I'm dry skin. I didn't know how this was gonna work for dry skin, oily, normal skin. Let me tell you, this glides onto the skin so smoothly. It doesn't tug. It just kind of melts into your skin as you know, are adding it and adding however much you want to, but it doesn't melt where it's like, wow, I'm wasting all this product. It just satisfyingly melts into the skin. For dry skin, I'm like, ooh, this is a good sign. It's not too over drying of a formula. I will say I always try to test out a foundation with a beauty blender and a brush, because those are my favorite ways to use foundation depending on the type that I'm using, whether it's like liquid, stick, and generally with a stick foundation I prefer using a brush. I almost always prefer using a brush with a stick foundation. It's very rare that a beauty blender works well with the stick foundation. Sometimes it works okay. This time, I would say with this foundation, a beauty blender did not work well at all. It definitely looked very patchy. It just didn't blend easily. It didn't blend seamlessly. With a brush, and once again, my favorite brush. This is another affordable product. If you have not gotten this brush yet, you need it. This is the Wet n Wild. The little, you know, kind of ends of the hairs are pink, so it's like their white and pink collection. You can get at Walgreens, you can get probably at Walmart, you can get, I think, I want to say Target as well. This is like $3, less than $3, and this is probably my favorite stippling foundation, specifically for specifically for stick foundations. I love this brush so much. If you have not gotten this, like, I don't know what you're waiting for. This is like $3, probably less. Maybe you even have a coupon, I don't know, but these brushes I really like, so I highly recommend this for any stick foundation, or in general if you like to just use a brush with your other liquid cream foundations. You're gonna love this brush. These two pair beautifully together, and it's like maybe like a $12 combination going on here at most, so I would definitely recommend getting the brush. But yes, I would not recommend using a beauty blender. For me personally, it did not work. And if you tried this foundation with the beauty blender and you're like, ugh, it's garbage, I don't like it, did you try it with a brush? Try it with a brush first before you kind of dismiss it completely. With a brush, I love especially with a stippling brush and stick foundations, because you're really pressing the foundation into the skin. That's what I feel like you need to do with stick foundations, because you really need to press it in. You have to let it, give it a chance to melt into the skin. So that's why a brush comes in handy. And when stippling that all around with a brush, it definitely blends in easily. And honestly, you probably really, well, depending how many little strokes of this stick foundation you do around your face, you can pretty much just do one layer. You can do maybe one light layer of little strokes around the face, and I think that's all you need. Sometimes I'll dab around just specific areas of my face where I have a little couple blemishes, which I did have some blemishes, and I feel like it hid that very, very well. Another thing what I love about stick foundations, especially if you love to do your eyebrows and like eyeshadow stuff beforehand, you can really like go around the eyebrow area and, you know, not mess them up and kind of blend that out later. So another nice little trick with stick foundations, as well as you can get a darker shade and a lighter shade to highlight and contour. So formula, blendability, I think it's great. When I first tried out this foundation, or the first couple times I tried out this foundation, I would, you know, blend it out, and it definitely looked really luminous. So the fact that it looked really luminous and like dewy on my dry skin definitely was like a sign. I was like, I wonder if any oily skin people are going to like this, but I was like, I like it. However, I'm not a fan of this foundation maybe after I first blend it out. I think it's like, I like the luminosity, I like the dewiness, but I kind of feel like maybe it's not as seamless, it's not as smooth as it could be. I would say if you have larger pores, I feel like maybe you're gonna want like a pore blurring foundation, because I feel like maybe even with my face, I feel like my pores aren't that prominent, like you can't really see, but when it's still wet, I feel like you can kind of see that. So I was a little bit concerned. However, I feel like this is just common with most stick foundations too. As the day goes on, as the time goes on, as it just sinks into the skin, I really like it. I did kind of was doing like check-ins in the car after I was just wearing it for a bit. I set it with my powder and then like my Max Fix Plus, my luminous spray, because I am dry. If you're not dry, maybe you don't need that, but I need that. And I was like, holy crap. My skin is looking like, it looked like nice, a seamless little blend, little airbrush feeling. Like, I really liked it. This is definitely one of those foundations that I like as the day goes on, which, like I said, I feel like is common with a lot of foundations. I will say, because this is on the more luminous side, even for me, for dry skin, especially the areas maybe around the mouth, I would make sure to try to really kind of dab the powder that you set your face with in those areas, because it is a thicker formula. It's like a cream consistency. It's a stick foundation, so, you know, it might get a little bit cakey there, but just really try to blend that out. And if you feel like it is getting cakey, just go in with one small layer, blend it out, and then kind of assess from there if you need additional foundation. A lot of it is going to depend on how much do you put on the face. So maybe if it's a little bit too cakey, this isn't the lightest weight foundation. It's a medium coverage, so you're going to feel a little bit depending how much you cake on. If you put too many layers on, it's gonna feel heavy. It's gonna kind of separate around the face. Any of your like wrinkle areas, you're gonna see it there. So there, definitely have a gentle hand. Just experiment with how much is enough to get the coverage that you want. Once again, if maybe even you're normal, I would say definitely set it with a powder because it's not totally transfer proof. It has that luminous effect. That just what tends to happen with more luminous setting foundations. It's not going to be transfer proof. So set it with the powder and then in general to keep it in place. I feel like because of the coverage of this foundation and because I do like how it looks as the day goes on, it melts into your skin, I would give it that 8+ hour wear test. I think that I put this on maybe somewhere around like 1 p.m. and then I got home and probably took it off maybe around like 8 or 9 p.m. and it was still looking good. Did my check-ins. I would have gone a couple more hours with it. So I definitely agree that this is a good, like if you want to wear this out and about type of foundation. But once again, I highly recommend this if you have dry skin. Check it out. Normal skin, that's where it kind of gets like, is it going to be too oily for you? Is it still going to be okay? Set it with the powder. Oily skin, I really don't see you liking this foundation as much, especially because I love it so much because of the luminosity and dewiness. So oily skin, I would say if you're curious, give it a shot. Set it with a mattifying powder. Do a mattifying primer. Maybe what is it called, like a pore blurring primer, because the luminosity is going to bring everything out to the surface. So oily skin, I would maybe do a pass. Dry skin, try it out, check it out. I would definitely, if you love to contour and highlight with stick foundations, I would check those out as well, especially because it's only $9 and Makeup Revolution usually has some sort of deals at Ulta stores. I'm not sure if like Makeup Revolution USA, their personal website, maybe as well, but Ulta usually has some deals, so I would definitely wait for a buy one get one 50% off or something and kind of go from there. But I was really impressed. I wasn't sure what to expect from this, but this is definitely up there in my favorite like stick foundations. Let me know if you guys want to see a video on my favorite stick foundations. I'll probably have to try some more so I can really have like a nice kind of category of that, maybe even like ones I didn't like for dry skin, but this is definitely one of them. It's up there. I would recommend it. I hope you guys enjoyed that review and demo of the Makeup Revolution Fast Base Stick Foundation. Don't forget to subscribe, especially if you are looking forward to my review and demo of the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. Full coverage queens. I love me some full coverage. Don't worry if you like coverage as well. We also like to review some of those products. If you guys want to see a video dedicated to my favorites, drugstore, one video, and high-end foundations for dry skin, check those down below in the description box. So depending on your budget, depending on how you want to treat yourself, there's a video for you. And if you have dry skin, these are my recommendations. I know a while from now, having tried new foundations, I'll probably have to update that, but as of now, those have been my favorites. So if you guys, like I said, if you want to see these affordable videos, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much, and you guys have a great day.